to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Papa Powell going on the microphone. Papa Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. This is your boy TraderPrad. TraderPrad. But if you guys are ready for this show to get started, why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Yo, what is up everybody? How's everyone doing? Welcome to a brand new episode, brand new week. Well, it's not the week yet, it's still the weekend. We're here on a Sunday getting ready for what's in store. Okay, it's a little too dark here. We might have to turn the lights on. Let's hit that switch. How's everyone doing? Yeah, so brand new week coming up, week of August 19th, Monday tomorrow. Market's been in somewhat of a beautiful up rally recently, not able to take out previous days lows, taking out previous days highs, and basically I personally think the market, in a day trader's perspective, is up too far too quick, and there's a lot of stocks out there that are up too far too quick. Now, granted, I said the same thing Thursday, getting ready for Friday, thinking that Friday would be some sort of a downwards move, but the market didn't really do too much on Friday, right? Didn't really do too much on Friday. And I'm thinking, you know, somewhere throughout this week, either tomorrow or Tuesday, we're going to have that big opportunity on the market where, you know, you're going to get a little bit of a pullback. I'm not calling for a crash or anything, but I'm just looking for a little bit of a pullback on the market for us to capitalize on. And there's a lot of stocks out there that could give you the opportunity to make a good coin off of, if you're looking for those shorts and so on. I'm not screaming, you know, crash. I'm not screaming bear season or anything. I just think the market, in a day trader's perspective, rallied too far too quick and has a little bit of a correction. Now, in that terms, what does that entail for some of the main stocks that we always like to take a look at? Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, and so on. Meta, for example. We'll plan about all those. We'll take a look at the earnings calendar. Shout out to stonks.com for an amazing earnings calendar. We'll go through that website real quick and see what happens, or what type of positions we might be able to play throughout the week. And obviously we got a lot of small cap names from last week that were extremely active, so that's in store for tonight. We're gonna find out what type of action we can make money off of for throughout the next week. and welcome to the TraderPrad show. Before we head to the chat though, let's take a look at who's in, before we head to the screen, let's take a look at the chat to see who all is in the chat at the moment. We got Oliver, Murthy, and Angry Buddha in the stonks.com chat. TH, however, being a loner by himself at the moment, that's a lie. I'm with him over here. TH in the YouTube chat. What's up, TH? Asking me if the thumbnail's Paul Newman. No, it's just a random AI guy that Gronk made, or it's not Gronk, sorry, Grok AI from Twitter, because their image generator is actually way better than the previous image generator that I was using, which was Midjourney on Discord. Don't have to pay for Midjourney anymore since I'm already paying for Twitter, and Twitter has the image generator. So all I did is create an image of a guy talking about stocks, and that's the image that came up. I swapped the faces, and that was that. Angry Buddha coming in, giving TH some company in the YouTube chat also. All right, so why don't we dive into full screen, get us ready for all the fun stuff for this week. Here is the earnings calendar from Earnings Whispers, but I'm going to head over to stonks.com because I like their website a lot better. Obviously, you all know this website, Earnings Whispers. We can also look at that after if you want. Palo Alto reporting tomorrow after hours. Right here you can see at 4:30. EL reporting at 9:30 tomorrow pre-market, or even before 9:30 during market hours. And a bunch of other companies that we might be interested in, like Lowe's, Caterpillar, Pinduoduo. Their Temu hype has been crazy, kind of taken over Baba in a way, right? So we'll see if Pinduoduo is continuing with that trend. Talking about Baba real quick, Baba and JD have been making a little bit of a rally to the upside, so they are on the watch list for tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little bit more. TJ Maxx and companies reporting earnings also in the pre-market, along with a couple other retailers like Target, Toll Brothers, if I remember correctly, that's in the home builders. Toll Brothers reporting in the pre-market. We got Allegiant, Snowflake. Ooh, recently we found out that Snowflake got dumped by Warren Buffett and companies, aka Berkshire Hathaway dumped Snowflake. Maybe we'll find out why in the earnings report. So let's see how they report very soon. Zoom also reporting on the very same day after hours for Wednesday. Thursday, NetEase, one of the games that I played recently. Not that interested to actually look at the stock or the trade the stock, but surprised to see that they were public. So maybe there could be a trade opportunity. I don't remember trading NTS at all in my 4 years tenure as a day trader, but will be interesting to see how this position moves. Baidu, another Chinese company to add to that list of stocks, such as Baba, JD, Pinduoduo, and Baidu reporting this week. Baba and JD already reported last week. Williams-Sonoma, Nordson, Workday, haven't heard that name in a long time. Intuit Holdings, SQM, and then GFI. If you click on this button over here, you can turn on mid to small cap names. For those of you who trade small cap, mid cap names, you can turn on that filter, and you can see we got some more names like Kava, the recent IPO. I guess not that recent, but one of the more recent IPOs, which I was quite wrong on. I didn't think Kava would be as bullish as the stock is looking like, but yeah, there you go. I was quite wrong on this position. Kava reporting very soon. Could be interesting opportunity setting up on this position too. I mean, look, it's trying to take out the all-time high right after the August recession. The August recession happened, and the stock is right back into all-time high, trying to break all-time high right before it reports earnings on Thursday after hours. That's pretty interesting. However, how's the volume on the stock now? That's not bad, but the price is crazy. I mean, Kava should be setting up for some sort of a possible short very soon, right? Come on, this is crazy. There's an ICT pattern. I don't want to talk about ICT. I never want to talk about ICT. All right. But a couple other companies that you guys might want to be interested in, you'll only be able to see it by turning on this button over here on the top right corner. Show small to mid caps. And that you can also see Peloton. Oh boy, Peloton. Opera browser. I have it, but I don't really use it much. Opera browser. I do use it for a couple things. For when I'm trying to stream. I won't talk about it. I'll shut up. Because some things on Discord, if you're trying to stream some things on Discord to your friends, Google Chrome and Microsoft, sorry, not Google Chrome, Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox sometimes blocks the streams for you on Discord. So browser Opera comes clutch in those situations where it doesn't block it, but sometimes Opera blocks it too, and then you have to kind of work around and then maybe use Chrome instead or whatever. Anyways, continuing with our earnings board for this week, Macy's, another retailer, reporting this week. Continuing down the earnings board to see if any big names or even any names that I remember previously. Keysight, I didn't really mention it, but that was their Workhorse. Boy, oh boy, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Workhorse. How's that stock doing now? Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Zim integrated. If I say Zim too many times out loud, Momo is going to show up in the chat and start talking about what's that company called? mRNA and Ford and so on. But no, all jokes aside, Zim could be potentially a good stock to keep an eye on. Decent short float in past history. I think it did have more than 30% short flow, but now it's only at 13.6% short flow. With earnings coming up, something to keep an eye on tomorrow pre-market. Also EL for tomorrow pre-market, a stock that's given up quite a bit of its gains, and the August recession didn't really help it too much either, right? The August recession did take it a little bit lower, and we popped up, but not as much of a pop as the overall market, as some of the other stocks such as Meta. Obviously you can't compare Meta with EL or whatever, but some of the other companies that made some insane reversals or even moved past the previous August range that they cracked below, such as SE, Palantir. So EL lagging quite a bit clearly. So let's see if this earnings report allows it to catch up along with the market, along with the rest of the other positions over there, or does this earnings report actually cause some problem for EL and take it right back to that August recession lows? I'm gonna keep calling it August recession. You guys might not like it, but we're gonna stick with that. Hannah is in the chat. Yo, I've been having a blast watching your streams lately. They're seriously awesome, and I'd love to support you more if you're down. Let's connect on Discord and chat about all your streaming adventures. My username is Anna5554. That's a weird ask as a first username, Anna, but I appreciate it. I feel like that's a botted response, guys. I feel like I'm getting a botted message over here, and if I do add that, they're just gonna hack my computer. Hack my computer. We're not doing that. I use Brave at the moment. What's that? Is that another browser? Ooh, that is another browser. Brave browser. Okay. That's Brave and that's Chrome. I mean, this looks a lot like, what's it called? Yeah, it looks like a lot like Safari. Like the Apple user interface. I might have to check it out. More browsers the better. More browsers the better. So that's the earnings board, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you real quickly the earnings whispers, earnings boards too. So there you go. Zim, EL, Palo Alto, as we talked about that. Lowe's, Workhorse. Why is that even on this page? Xpeng, ooh, didn't see that one on that list as I quickly scrolled through. Xpeng reporting, EV names for those of you interested. Kingsoft Cloud, Cody, Lazy Boy, Dada. Haven't heard that name in a long time. Dada. We talked about Analog Devices, Urban Outfitters, okay, Wolfspeed. Talked about Advanced Auto Parts, BJ's. Usually BJ's and DKS report together, but I'm guessing DKS reports next week at this point. If BJ's is reporting this week, already talked about Kava, Bill.com, Ross, and then that's pretty much it for this week on the earnings board. So let's quickly dive into what's in store for tomorrow mainly, because that's what we're here for. Because my watch list, what are the stocks that we're mainly focused for tomorrow? How are we looking to trade them? What are the opportunities that or the patterns that I'm looking for? Some of these stocks look to me very extended or Some of them are getting ready for a move to the upside. So here's my watch list that I've kind of scanned for you pre-show as I was listening to Murthy talk about his portfolio. If you guys are on stonks.com, the CEO and co-founder, I'm not sure if the CEO, might be saying that wrong, but one of the co-founders of stonks.com was streaming his own portfolio today on that website and talking about, you know, how he might be reweighting his portfolio, what stocks he's looking to dump, what stocks he's looking to buy, and so on. Was pretty interesting to see someone at that level talk about their portfolio. And now you know, we want to kind of get ready for tomorrow, right? That was more for the long-term side. Now we're more on the short-term side. So if you were on that stream, congratulations to you, because you probably learned a bunch of new things about how to invest on the long term. But now let's learn some new things on how to not invest, because that's not the right word, how to day trade for tomorrow on stocks like Zim, EL, Palantir. Starting with Zim, because that's at the top of my watch list. The stock, as I mentioned, reports earnings pre-market. I want to head over to Options AI, another good friend of ours. Not affiliated with them, but another good friend of ours at Options AI. I do need to contact these guys to go find out what the implied volatility move expectations are for this stock on the earnings. So it looks like they're expecting about a 12.9% move. Implied volatility is 126%. Last earnings moves were only 4.85% though. 12.9% expected this time. Last earnings move was minus 4.8%. The one before that minus 3.6%, and the one before that minus 3.8%. So that 12.9% move equates to about a drop to 1660 or a pop up to 2152. The daily chart is a little choppy. As you guys can see, we have you know, tons of levels to the downside and some levels to the upside too. And one of the price that the stock actually gave, or Options AI actually mentioned to us, was well below this most recent, is that even the 52-week high? That is the 52-week high. So well below the most recent 52-week high. So in that case, if the stock does manage to go all the way into this 23.82, let's say $24, there could be an opportunity to maybe look for shorts over here. The higher it goes past 24 right off the open, the easier the short is from that level for somewhat of a retracement. That's what I did on Cisco on day one of the earnings report. So right off the open, the stock, if I was able to zoom in for you guys, let me just zoom in, come on please. So right off the open, the stock kind of rallied one full ATR all the way from $48.50 into $50, and then just started failing to hold $50 as support. So that gave me an opportunity to get short for pretty much the whole day on Cisco. The next day, it gave you a beautiful long, but that's not what we were talking about. We're talking about this opportunity. So this is the type of pattern I'm looking for. If the stock opens up on a move to on a positive earnings report, opens up at $21 and just straight up runs into $24, that opportunity to short there looks juicy. But if it's slowly trickling its way from 21 to 24, then there's no really a big short at 24 that I'm looking at, because the stock could easily look something like this over here, where it slowly trickles back up and just grinds into that area the whole day. So that's not what I'm looking for to short if Zim sets up as. Couple other opportunities, like I said, for the stock on earnings report. We'll be looking for longs on the move down if the earnings report was bad, and if it really sells off hard. I don't think looking for a long over here at around $17 is wrong, but if it's not holding 17, then obviously you might have to back off from looking for that opportunity. We could get a little bit more flush to the downside, at which point we can look long later on. But why fight the trend? If 17 is not holding, then a short through 17 could pay off. Also keep in mind the stock short report, as we just mentioned, is $13.67. So if the stock is managing to you know, not hold supports, that means the shorts are in the money. Some shorts could even add on this break to the downside, make their trade a bigger trade. Obviously some of the shorts were out of the money as the stock has been rallying in the most recent history, but after these shorts kind of are back in the money, they might think about adding some size back to that trade. That could bring some juice to the downside. Some of the longs over here who thought that the short squeeze is in play, they know that they're wrong, so they're going to be closing their position on the break of this area. That's going to bring more juice to the downside. So I'm looking for how the stock really plays around the edges. Same idea for, 23, 24 area. If the stock actually manages to go to 24 and we're actually not seeing the pattern that we want to see, like how it happened on Cisco, it goes there and it's not managing to find any buyers above 24, above 23.50. That sets up for the short right back down through 22, right back down to maybe even $21 or so, where the stock could then bounce off of later. I'm not looking for a full reversal back down, but the fact that it even has that small short component left in it, if shorts are wrong, they've already taken some pain on the ride up. I'm sure they don't want to take more pain on an even more ride higher. So there could be that short squeeze game. So looking for the long through 24 is not wrong, but it's very dependent on how the stock gets here. How does it behave when it gets over here? Is it there in pre-market and off the open it's struggling to stay above here? So a bunch of questions will have to be revealed for us in pre-market, and we'll be waiting for that patiently. Brave is basically Firefox with additional privacy built in, says Oliver. Ooh, okay, that's good comms. How come I never heard about this one? That's pretty weird. Never heard about Brave, but I'm pretty sure that I've heard there's so many other browsers over there that I've never heard of, right? I wouldn't doubt that. I want to see the stock on 60-minute time frame real quick. Let's turn off the extended trading hours. And yeah, it's basically the same idea. So off this earnings report, you basically want to see the stock gap up already and show you support on any sort of dips. And pre-market, if it gaps up, pulls back, and then gets ready to run up, that sets up for a beautiful long towards 24, and then a break past even 24 potentially possible. But if we're already gapping up and then running up higher through 24 to 24.50, maybe even 25, and then stalling out in that area, that could set up for a beautiful short opportunity back for a reversal. On same idea, but on the other side, if it flushes too far to the downside too quick, you could look for an intraday long as the volatility opens up on the stock itself. But sadly, volatility in the overall market has gone back down. If you've been watching the VIX right back to the downside. Here's the August recession VIX, right? August recession VIX was at 65. We're right back to that 14, 13 areas where the market was not too long ago. Thank you, Japan Trade, for giving everyone an absolute beautiful layup to invest in positions. If you pull those triggers, you're laughing right now. But since volatility has gone down, people could be getting ready to hold positions overnight, not really be ready to make quick decisions on closing their trades if they're in the money on the long, which a lot of the people are, right? If you bought the QQQ, if you bought the S&P 500, or most of the stocks out there, if you went out and bought them, except for like maybe Intel or something, you are in the money at the moment. So they might not want to make hasty decisions, because most of them were able to buy beautiful prices down over here, 430, 420, 420, right, 440, and now they're at 475. They're still in the money if it even gaps back down and goes back to 465, 455 or so. So they're happy at the moment, and because of that, I don't think the fear is still out there. I don't think we're in the greed area, but I don't think, maybe we are in the greed area. Where is the greed and fear scale right now? We're still somewhat in the fear, looks like. 32 previous close, extreme fear 23, greed 1 month ago 57. Okay, fear and greed index, but I'm not seeing that volatility being expanded at the moment across the board in the market again. So if unless something drastic happens, right? Taiwan gets invaded, something drastic happens and the fear goes up again. But because of that, people are ready to hold positions longer for more days, swing positions. Obviously, you make more money in swinging when stocks are gapping up higher and so on, instead of being a day trader. But in that mindset, shorts, that's why I'm not thinking, you know, the market really crashes, because people might hold on to their position. I'm not thinking the market really crashes. I just think we get a nice pullback. So as in the concept of looking for pullbacks on stocks, here are some of the stocks that I'm really looking for pullbacks. PLTR to begin with. Too big of a rally, way too quick in my opinion. Let me actually mark that and mark that. So that's about 9 bars, 9 days worth of rally, giving you 54% worth of gain. I mean, that's insane, guys. When has Palantir ever done that ever in his life? Right? So that's a little bit too nuts. I guess it's done that over here. And you see what happened right after. Now, I'm gonna have to keep repeating just in case someone thinks that I'm really looking for a market crash or a market sell-off. No, I just think a healthy pullback is due for how quickly some of these stocks went. We could pull back into right into 30 bucks and find support at 30. That's very possible. Right, so looking for a short on a failure to follow through above 33 or lack of holding 32, 32.50 could open up some possibilities to look for a short all the way back to $30 on Palantir. Let's quickly go to the 60-minute time frame over here. So right there, that's right around 32 bucks on the hourly chart, right into this area. Bang. That's 31.80. So tomorrow, like if let's say the stock opens and market actually gaps up, everything's good, we're not able to hold 33, that's a beautiful short opportunity that I want to set up into. But we're opening up into 32, we're kind of playing with 31.80, and then not able to hold 31.80. We'll be able to look for that short trigger that takes it right back to maybe somewhere down over here, or even all the way back down to my area over here that I just put in at 30 bucks. So those are the opportunities I'm looking. A failure to hold 33 or failure to hold around 32 to 31.80 on the downside on Palantir. Let me just quickly put those levels in my charts actually so I don't mess it up. 32 to 31.80, failure to hold that, and then failure to hold around today, or it's not today's high, what was it, Friday's high, 32.75 to 33 area will be triggering for some shorts. Once again, intraday shorts, guys. We're just intraday traders. We're day traders. I am a day trader, not we. I don't know about you guys. I'm a day trader. I'm just talking about day trading opportunities. These are not investment opportunities, not swing trading opportunities. I'm a prop day trader for those of you who are new to the stream, such as on stonks.com. Okay, delete most of these lines because I want to paint some new lines. I can see 29.84 if the longs give out for Palantir. You're saying, yeah, that's pretty much around 30 bucks. I think that's what I kind of have that line into, 29.83, 29.84. Right around, I just rounded it up to 30 bucks, so it makes sense. I can see that too, Buddha. Good eye. Good eye, mate. That was also the level right before 30, because 30 had a lot of size setting into it before the stock was trying to break out 30, and it struggled to take out 30 for a while. But before it took out 30, 29.80 was that 52-week high. So if it does pull back all the way from failure to hold 32 or failure to hold 33, I think a move back into 29.80 is not unreasonable on a swing scale idea, where the stock pulls back, finds a base over here, and then blasts back off eventually later on. One of the co-founders of Palantir is actually having it, or was on an interview with Joe Rogan. For those of you interested with AI, interested about Palantir, you can go listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. Obviously, Joe Rogan might not be asking the best questions for AI and the best questions for technology. Someone like Lex Friedman, who is a scientist, I don't know if he's a scientist, but he's an engineer, right? I think Lex Friedman's an engineer. Should have possibly interviewed Peter Thiel instead, and maybe he did. I just don't know if he did or not, but Joe Rogan did, and if you're interested, go check out that podcast. Hey, Joe Rogan, sponsor my stream over here, mate, because I'm sending you some viewers, although you don't really need me to do that at all. All right, so Palantir, let's see if it sets up for those opportunities, or if it just continues rallying because this market is just, you know, no sellers in sight. No sellers in sight. The market's in pure buy format. Buy, buy, buy. The buy programs are turned on, and we're still continuing the trend where the market's not able to take out previous day's lows. It might take a day or two for that characteristics to set in. But once that characteristics start to change in the market, then that sets up for a little bit of a curl back down to the south side, and that sets up exactly for the plays that I'm looking for on the market on stocks such as Meta, Nvidia, and so on. So since we said Nvidia, let's go to Nvidia. Look at that. Every single day just keeps on pushing higher, not able to take out previous day's lows, not able to take out previous day's lows, and just keeps on taking out previous day's highs. A beautiful trajectory right back into $125. And if you can see, Friday's high was exactly 125. If tomorrow market gaps up, actually right now, let's go take a look at our good friends over at, I don't even need that anymore. We're gonna head over to stonks.com because our good friends Think with Bookmap. Where's your stream at, mate? Come on. All right, he's not up yet. Let's head over to YouTube. There he is. He is up on YouTube. And looks like NASDAQ did start up a little bit, but then got sold right back down. Eventually bounced off of the opening price. Let's see if the market is able to hold the open price, or do we get under the opening price for the NASDAQ. Let's see how the S&P 500 looks. S&P 500, pretty much similar story. Opened, rallied up a little bit, and then started to trickle back down. But then on the double bottom over here on the opening price, looks like we're bouncing. But with the trend that I see over here at the moment, it could mean that we are going to take out the open and kind of gap a little bit lower, and basically set up for possibly my idea that I'm looking for on the market, where we gap lower, we pop up, we test Friday's highs, and then we sell off completely to the downside because the market's not able to take out Friday's highs. Some of these stocks over here are not able to take out Friday's highs. Some of these stocks being Nvidia. So I want to see Nvidia open lower, pull up into 125, reject into 125 again, and set up for a beautiful short where you just continue holding it throughout the day. It takes out Friday's lows, and then maybe kind of goes into somewhere into the middle of Thursday's range of $120 or so. The stock's ATR is $7. Shorting it at 125 and expecting 120 is not even that far out of the equation. So looking for a one full ATR move on Nvidia tomorrow for us to capitalize on if Friday's highs fail. If Friday's highs don't fail, sadly, and the market, is also not failing from Friday's high of its own level, which I believe, ooh, what's that? Some buyers coming in on ES, I believe. But if buyers don't come in on Friday's high of the QQQ and the S&P 500 around 475, 476 area, then that could mean, good opportunities across the board for us to take advantage of. Tesla not really in the basket of stocks that are too far, too high, too quick. So there could be some dip buy opportunities over here if the market sells off on Tesla. So this is one on the long candidate. The short candidate is Meta. It's already starting to curl down. It's looking like the opposite of other stocks. It has been in same path as the other stocks where it cannot take out previous day's lows, and it continues taking out previous day's highs. But over here we actually managed to take out Thursday's low on Friday, and any pops on Friday into Friday's high or Thursday's high. I don't think we should see Thursday's high, but if we do see Thursday's high, I'm getting ready to short that and risking it about $3 to the upside, which is the all-time high 543, and keep on flexing my trade in that $3 range to look to see if I can short that stock right back down. However, I don't think Meta should even pop all the way back into 540. Somewhere into Friday's high into 533 to 535, Meta could give you some shorts if we do get a pop there. So watching carefully how the stock behaves into these levels. Now let's say it does get into 540 and 543. I think the short over there is even better. Look how quick Meta got to And that's only 19% on Meta. Even then, that's way too quick, way too far, way too quick. So let me highlight Meta over here in different color for myself. Meta. Microsoft, I think, is also in that category where it's in like the Tesla basket. Didn't really get. I guess if you do by the math, right? If you quantify it by math, it's kind of in the same basket as some of these other stocks where, yeah, 9%, 19%, whatever. But I'm not sure what I really want to do because there's way too much support in this area for Meta. So shorting in this area is you're just asking for too little of a range, right? You're getting too little of a range over here. One full ATR might not even a possibility on the stock, whereas on Nvidia I think it's very much a possibility. So I'm not that interested to really make a play on Meta. Google recently had that DOJ news, but that DOJ news can be seen by a lot of people in a bullish way because Google's currently valued a lot less than what the individual parts of the company is actually valued at. Like Google, YouTube, I mean, could possibly be valued a little bit more than what they're currently valued at, and so on, and there are other parts of the companies itself. So if that's the case, Google might actually come out being a winner, a Gagne on this case, but that's still does not mean that the stock price can't go down, right? If the ruling comes out, that does not mean that the stock price can't go down for the long term. However, for the short term. However, for the long term, it is generally a bullish thing. So I think if the stock keeps flushing down on that catalyst, it will be a good opportunity to look to buy the stock. But trading off that catalyst, looking to short off that catalyst purely, might not be the best thing to do for a trading opportunity, in my opinion. So I'm gonna stand back on this one. Also, you know, the August recession, it took a hit, but it didn't really climb as far as some of the other stocks. So if this one wanted to carry it back a little bit higher, buyers could come in and say this one's been lagging. Look at Meta, look at Nvidia, look at Microsoft. Google's been lagging, and they might think about buying some Google up or so on. And in that case, you know, you don't really want to be fighting the short on this side just because some guy on internet said a lot of stocks have ran up too far too quick. No, you gotta kind of look at how the daily charts are for some of these stocks. For example, SE, the next one on the watch list, absolute insane rally. It's been 44% in 9 bars in 9 days, and you can see how Thursday's high is pretty much around Friday's high, around that $80 area, unable to take out that $80 price. I don't think we gotta pop into 80 tomorrow, but if we do get a pop into 80, that's almost a blind short in my opinion. You can just have shorts sitting in front of 79.50, 79.80, 79.90, and just have your stop above almost $80.11 because the high was $80.08, right? You could almost do that and just try to get lucky, but you know, I would never suggest someone to do that because that's really stupid. I'll just wait to see how the stock behaves on the pops into 80 and then study the tape. Are you seeing anytime it goes into 80, it just keeps getting stuffed back down, or on the way to 80, it gets stuffed back down, but then it starts to hold a higher bid. Next time it goes into 80, it gets stuffed back down, but it starts to hold a higher bid. In that case, you're seeing that buyers are actually moving up their orders every time 80 gets stuffed down. That means 80 is getting ready for a potential breakout, right? But with the way the chart's looking, this is nowhere close to a breakout pattern. So I'm not really looking to take a breakout out of 80. This is not a breakout pattern long. I mean, this was a breakout pattern long, right? You got a double top. Sellers clearly in this area who are stuffing the position down, and then when the sellers are wrong, they are jumping out of the trade ASAP, and when the level broke, some of their stops got triggered, and you can see how the volume breaks on the move towards the level, right? The volume comes in on the move towards those level, but clearly some stalling coming into that area. I don't see SE managing to get past 80, too far higher than 80 at the current the current way the chart looks. So looking for a nice little mean reversion back into what looks to be the last week's VWAP is around $74.35. So basically, oh sorry, that's not the last week's VWAP. That's is that the last week's VWAP? Yeah, that is the last week's VWAP. Okay. So last week's VWAP is around $74.80. That's basically saying all the action, all the buying in the last 5 days or so, their average price is around $74.35, and most of them most likely will not close their position until the stock goes back there and really find some selling under there. I could even see the stock easily find some buying around the 76, 75 area on any sort of pullback. So short into 80 or not able to hold Friday's low as support on Monday, will be able to trigger some shorts for a move into 76, 75 area on SE. We'll be having some fun on this stock tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna put in I think I have 76.60. I'm gonna put in 76.50 as the first area defense that I'm looking for buyers to come in, and if no buyers come in over there, I could see the stock easily going down to 74.50, $74 or so, which is where the last week's anchored VWAP currently is at. Another stock that I was very bullish on because of its earnings report, sadly I believe it's too far too high again. But this one is, you know, the characteristics haven't changed yet on the stock. It clearly broke 14 on Friday and managed to stay above 14 the whole day. I mean, not the whole day, but when it did break, it managed to stay above 14 the whole time. So at this point, I mean, the general idea is if the stock is able to stay above 14, you could look long. But if it doesn't stay above 14, there's still a chance that the stock stays above 1350 to stay long. So technically, you have a small window to get short, but you're shorting into what was a major support just a day prior, right? Just a day prior, major support into 1380, 1390. You're expecting a 10-cent move at best. That could potentially be maybe turned into just one ATR trade at best. However, if 14 holds, the stock could give you a full ATR move higher above Friday's high. Friday's high is only 20 cents higher, and a full ATR move higher for NU would be 50 cents exactly, so 56 cents. So I'm going to round it down to 50 cents. So long into 14 could give you a move up to 14.50, 14.60 or so on. So looking for dip buys into 14 on NU, but if 14 doesn't hold, I'm not really looking to short this stock until I find selling under 1350. Once we find selling under 1350, that opens up room for the stock to really get back to the downside, which I don't think it does because the report was really good. Obviously, Warren Buffett backed position. They are gaining new customers across the board like crazy in Latin America, South America, and so on. So it could have more juice to it, but that juice could be slow. I'm not saying it's going to be explosive the way it's been so far. It's going to be a little bit slower in my opinion. So it's going to be one of the stocks where you just buy it at the right prices and just hold. Just hold. And if it's in the right, if it's paying you. If it's not paying you and it's going against you, then it's probably just gonna keep on going against you for a really long time. So be careful on that side too. So it's gonna be one of those trades that I'm gonna be keeping an eye on tomorrow without a doubt, because it's had a pretty insane rally, but I'm not so sure if I want to short 14. I want to short 1365, but I don't really want to short 14. That's the idea there. Starbucks. We were very bearish on Starbucks. I know a lot of you guys remember me being super bearish on Starbucks. I shorted this stock. I made money on it on the intraday. I think this was not on the day 1 of the news, but the day 2 of the move. And then look at how the stock is basically supporting the anchored VWAP from that move, right? I guess this is actually the weekly VWAP. So last week's VWAP is around $93, and we're basically holding off at 93. And this is almost somewhat of a bull flag over here. setting up, maybe a couple more days of action this way, then you have a resolution break up here and a resolution break down over here, which is either to the downside and either more upside incoming on Starbucks. At the moment, I think we can see a clear breakout coming in around the $96 area, and that could give you a little bit more pump to the upside. But if 96 keeps on getting rejected, as we have been since day 1, day 2, and on day 3, you can see how day 3 it only went up to 95 bucks and 65 cents. So if we keep getting rejected at 96 area over here on Starbucks, that could give you another short opportunity where, you know, it goes into 93 or even $94. You get to make $2 for risking maybe 30-40 cents per share on this position, depending on what the intraday high is. That could be an opportunity on Starbucks, but with the way the pattern is setting up, it's almost a bull flag. I think it will take a couple more days of consolidating in this area, and also the consolidating tightening up more, tightening up to the upside a little bit more. Will kind of create that triangle pattern where it could break out of. So technical analysis setting up almost picture perfectly over here. I'm expecting the anchored VWAP to come into play this way, more consolidation and tighter consolidation, setting up for a breakout or even for a breakout to the downside. Either way, not bullish or bearish anymore on the stock. I'm just neutral, letting the stock give me an opinion now, because previously I had an opinion, but now that opinion is being negated by the chart, by the stock. However, it's holding up in this area on light volume, which is pretty crazy. Holding up the support on light volume. Once we break out to the downside or to the upside, I expect a lot more volume to come in, because if we do break down, any of the people who bought here are all wrong, and if we do break out, any one of the people who bought here are all correct, and they're gonna look to buy more maybe, and anyone who didn't buy here is going to look to add to their or start a new position. So that's going to bring some juice to the upside. So Starbucks, let's see. Who's we? I wasn't. I'm bullish, says TH. TH, yes, we get it. You're bullish. I think we can test 15 real quick on NU in the AM. Yes, if NU, obviously, Angry Buddha, the higher NU opens, the higher NU opens in the pre-market, the better the short is, in my opinion, because of how much it's ran in the near future. If it opens up into $15, it's just a better short for me. But if it opens up into the lower ranges, like $14, $13.80, $13.40, so not $13.40, $13.80, $13.90, there's still a lot of buying potential in there from $13.60 to $13.80 that I don't want to fight the shorts there. But if it gets below $13.60, then fighting the shorts there makes a lot more sense to me. And then the higher we open, if we open at $14.50, open at $15, or we open at $14.50, rally to 15, and then fail to hold 15 off the open, shorting 15 for a move back down looks for a good opportunity over there on NU too. So some of these stocks have been, I feel like a broken record. I've said this so much today. They've just rallied way too much, too far, too high. And the short-term perspective, some of these gotta come back down to earth, come back down to reality, and find some support, some buying, and show me the money, baby, basically. However, Starbucks, as I did mention, no more bias at all. I'm gonna actually put that in my notes so I don't screw myself over. Notes. No bias. Let the stock maybe needs few more days of holding between 96 and 93, and then resolution if trade around the edges. So that means trade around 93 or 96. And the higher it opens, the better for short. The lower it opens, the better the long. 14.50, 15. Okay. So some of the other stocks over here on the watch list, as you guys have seen, such as ASTS or Sing, these actually come from our good friends over at SMB Capital. So before going stream today, I actually watched the SMB Capital latest video that they talk. Ooh, this is the one I gotta watch too. I love these guys, so I'm gonna save this video on the side. But I watched the SMB Capital video. Maybe some of you guys might want to watch this on your own spare time. This one over here, precision trades for large caps and small caps, weekly strategy breakdown. He also talks about the same pullback that I kind of was talking about on Friday, and he's talking about on Monday and so on. Pretty good video. Talks about setups. Elvis Dionarine. Hopefully I'm not screwing that up completely. Hello Elvis, how are you doing? So go check out that video. In that video he talks about stocks such as ASTS, CING, which went absolutely crazy. For those of you interested in the monkeypox situation that's been going on in Africa and across the world, I guess, GOVX, one of the names that's been catching some traction off of that news, got a lot of volume on it Friday, and also went up 110 goddamn percent. So GOVX, if you're looking for some of the small cap names, this stock could also give you GOVX could also, what's the float on this? Yeah, 5 million float. This stock could also give some other sympathy names. You know, we've seen what happens with COVID. We've seen what happened with COVID not too long ago, and with monkeypox coming into play, the stock catching a lot of traction. Sing, I'm not really sure what the news is on this stock, but why do I have so many lines on Sing? How? What? Clearly in play name, rocked up 268% on Friday. It did sell off after catching a little bit of and I guess it didn't sell off too much. So if it does have more momentum, this was kind of day one, so if it does have more momentum, the stock could go more even more crazy. So be careful shorting it. I think borrowing shorts for this stock was also a little expensive, so that could be a problem for those of you who trade small caps. You already know that, so watch out for CING. No real levels that I have that I want to kind of focus on. You know, I think this is day one. The stock clearly could keep on going higher and higher, but if we do sell, you know, starts finding selling around Friday's high, around some of these gap close levels around 35 or so, then there could be some real hammer the short opportunities on the stock. You can see on back-to-back days, Thursdays and Friday, we brought in a shit ton of volume on this position, but Friday's move was a lot more expansive than Thursday. So if from Monday we bring in more volume, how much action is the stock really going to do? Keep in mind the stock's flow is quite little. I think 15 million, if I not even, it's a micro float, so 800,000 float, and it's traded 100 million shares back-to-back days. That's crazy. 800 million shares back-to-back days. That's absolutely bonkers. So Sing, GOVX, ASTS. ASTS has been going crazy from its previous earnings report till this earnings report, but now I think, you know, it's time to pump the brakes on this stock a little bit. Let's see how it behaves anywhere from 33 to 34. Ideally, don't want to see the stock above 34. If it gets above 34, I don't want to even think about shorting it. So from 33 to 34, I'm looking to see the backside come into play on this position, ASTS, so we can look for a short somewhere to the low of Friday's low here into $27. Where did my market go? Low? Somewhere to the low over here of $27. That's actually says 28, 27.71. But yeah, so let's see if we can get that move into 27, 28. But if you were watching the stock on Friday, it bounced pretty hard off of that 27, and it looked like it was going to start squeezing again. because it was holding the 29, then it started holding 30, which was actually the opening price for that day. So the fact that it got back above open and was holding the open price, it could very clearly start moving back into 34, 35, or even $37. So you want to be careful. I don't want to short the stock if it's finding buyers above 34, because it can clearly go well above 37 and you would get trapped on the stock looking for shorting it. You might as well go long on the break of 34 if you're interested, but I'm looking to see how the action comes into play between 33 to 34 on ASTS, one of the more wilder names in the game right now. Some of the wilder names: GOVX, CING, and ASTS. AMD. Not saying that AMD has rallied too far too quick in the short term like some of the Max 7 stocks like Meta or whatever, but AMD has been one of the weaker names for a semiconductor, right? AMD has gotten a lot of love and then no love shown to it later on. When Nvidia was rallying, AMD was getting hit with news after news that kept breaking it lower and lower. I mean, it looked like AMD was going to go back into the $100 area, but thankfully August recession's over and AMD managed to move back up. So I'm not saying AMD is a short, but I'm also saying that AMD is not really a long, if you guys understand that idea. Now granted, I could be wrong on that. I just think the semiconductor ETF as a whole basket could pull back overall, because this is the semiconductor ETF. Now that's crazy. 23% in 9 days, that's kind of crazy. So if we're not able to take out this Friday's high on the semiconductor ETF, I think the ETF pulls back. If the ETF's pulling back, then naturally the stocks within the ETF, such as the semiconductor stocks themselves, AMD, Nvidia, Micron, you name it, I'm expecting them all to kind of pull back a little bit. So AMD could give you a good short opportunity, but I just think that if you're looking for shorts on semiconductors, you might as well just go to Nvidia. You can see how that 125 was somewhat of a level in the past. As we were holding between 117 to 125, that was a level, and Friday's high was exactly 125. So if you're looking to short any semiconductor names, I think Nvidia would maybe just be the one to go to, in my opinion, instead of AMD. So just pointed that one out for you guys, for those of you interested. BABA, I did say these Chinese stocks are almost boring for me, but BABA actually gapped higher and managed to hold some of its gains, whereas JD managed to gap higher and rally higher. So JD looks a lot stronger here on the day-to-day spectrum. If you're looking for a day trade on the Chinese names, we got more Chinese names coming out with earnings throughout this week over here. Let me just quickly go to stocks.com's earnings calendar. I think Baidu was one of them. Yeah, Baidu. Pinduoduo was the other one. So more China names coming out with earnings this week. They could pour some fuel to the fire over here on JD. That is a very bullish candle if you ask me. Look at the earnings candle. Very indecisive. We have a big tail to the upside, a decent tail to the downside, and the body in the middle. An indecisive candle. Whereas Friday, we open at the lows and we close at the highs. A very, very bullish sentiment candle over there, following the earnings move. More volume on the day 2 also, so you can technically treat day 2 as day 1 almost, and look to see how the stock behaves on Friday's VWAP. Friday's VWAP should be somewhere around do I have Friday's VWAP? So Friday's, no, that's not Friday's VWAP. Okay, that is Friday's VWAP. So Friday's VWAP somewhere around $28.50. I'm expecting, any dip buys into this area around $28.50. Should manage to find some buying on this position, but it probably doesn't even dip, honestly. It probably doesn't even dip and just keeps on going higher. So watch out for JD. Could have some secondary rally, although it's technically day 3. I'm gonna call it secondary rally, because day 1 you didn't really do much. Day 2 you went crazy. All right, now the stocks we have are basically the Mag 7, which we kind of talked about already, the QQQ and the S&P 500. So let me show you the QQQ and the S&P 500. John Wansus is in the chat. What's up, John? How you doing? Good evening, Pratt. Smash the like. Looking for direction for Monday. Sadly, you won't like my direction for Monday because I think the market could go down a little bit. Do we think we cool down on volatility range this week, says Elvis? Well, Elvis, volatility has cooled down already, my friend. If you look at the VIX has come down drastically. This is the VIX on the daily. This was the high of the VIX at the height of the market, breaking to the downside because of the Japan carryover trade. And now the VIX is, you could even say lower than what it was before the rally. So the volatility has gone down drastically. And that's why I think people are holding trades overnights even more than what they were a couple of days ago. The fear of something happening overnight is not that high anymore. Fear index is going down. We went from extreme fear to lower fear, so that is showing the fear index is going down. And then as the market pulls back lower and starts holding these lows, but starts creating higher lows, right? You can consider this whole move on the market as one move, but after that one move, we pull back into somewhere 455, 450 and bounce again. That's technically a higher low, and that would be a higher high. Wouldn't that be a bullish pattern on the market? So looking for a pullback on the market that gets respected and creates a higher low pattern. But for example, let's kind of go back over here, right? You can look back over here where the market kind of pulls back, creates a higher low, and then starts breaking down even lower and lower. Not saying that the market's in that type of economic condition as we are back over here, 2022, recession, COVID, and so on. So anything is really possible at the end of the day. But right now, that will only be answered when we do get a pullback. If this buy just keeps on going higher and higher and higher, that down move is going to be way worse. A pullback now is going to be healthier than a pullback later. So waiting to see if Monday or Tuesday is going to be that pullback. Sadly, nothing on the economic calendar that's going to indicate a big pullback, in my opinion. We don't have any big economic numbers coming out tomorrow. We do have a Fed member at 9:15 a.m. And after that, looks like a couple other things coming out in the bond market at 11:30. That's the 3-month bill auction and the 6-month bill auction. But nothing really that moves the market too much. Looks like a 2-star event. U.S. leading index month over month for July. But no, all the numbers that kind of moved the market already have moved already, in my opinion. So tomorrow could be a stall out. We could have an inside day, and then Tuesday could be something. Let's actually quickly glance over this whole week. Looks like Tuesday we don't have much. We do have 2 Fed members intraday. Wednesday we have a little bit, but no, not really, except for the bond number on Wednesday. Looks like crude oil numbers for you crude traders, for you oil traders, bond number, which is pretty important, obviously, at 1 o'clock. And if bond 20-year auction is on Wednesday, then bond 30-year auction should be on Thursday, which it is. And we got a couple other bond auctions coming up over here. Those are the numbers that could kind of help the market go back up if it pulls back for the next few days. That's a big event over there that I kind of glanced over. Wednesday, 2 o'clock, we have FOMC minutes. That's a big event. That's going to move the market most likely. It's going to indicate if the FOMC committee is more prone to looking for a rate cut or a rate hike. Right now, we're seeing a 75% probability that it's going to be a 25 beeps rate cut. So that's going to be interesting if it actually plays out that way. And obviously some of these economic events such as the 20-year bond auction, the initial jobless claims will help dictate which way those are going to go. We also have the Jackson Hole Symposium, which starts on Thursday, I believe. Yeah, it starts Thursday and goes all the way into Saturday. So whatever they say during that symposium is also going to maybe move the market a little bit. A 2-star event over there. So quite a little bit busy of an economic calendar. Not as busy as last week. Last week we had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday every single day. But this week it's kind of mostly a little bit of a Wednesday FOMC minutes and the 20-year bond auction. A little bit Thursday, quite a bit Thursday, and then Friday morning, and then Saturday morning. Obviously Saturday market close, so we don't really care about that, but maybe you want to listen to that symposium if you're interested for the long-term accounts, if you're interested for the swing accounts, and so on. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your economic calendar. So that's going to continue with my theory to look to see if the market can sell off from yesterday's high, which is Friday's high, and get ready for a short setup. SOXL, insane rally, same idea. SMH, you can look to get long SOXS if you don't want to short SOXL. That's the idea over there for those of you guys. For those of you who don't want to short QQQ, you can go long SQQQ. Right, 3 times leverage SQQQ. You can go long SQQQ, or you can also short TQQQ instead of shorting QQQ itself, because you know, a little bit more liquidity on this one. You can manage your trade better, and you're gonna be able to what's the word I'm looking for? Scale the trade better. For example, it's a $60 stock, whereas QQQ is a $400 stock, or should I say ETF. So, you know, based on your buying power capabilities, you'll be able to take a lot more shares of TQs than you would be able to of QQQ, right? You generally should take a lot more shares of TQs than you would of QQQ if you want to make the equivalent return or whatever, but you get the idea. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all she wrote for today's stream. I'm not looking for shorts on Tesla. Not looking for shorts on Google. Apple could set up for a short. It's at a pretty decent level over here, around 226 to 227. If it shows me a barrier around that area, I am interested to look to. I'm typing in Amazon. I am interested to look for a short on Apple over here. It also has rallied too far too quick, in my opinion. Look, they were losing money on some of the sectors in their company. And this is crazy to see Apple run up this far. So looking for Apple to get stuff back down eventually. Amazon did kind of gap close, but the gap closes around 180. So Amazon kind of did gap close, but you can see if Amazon starts selling off again around this area. But some of the better setups, in my opinion, obviously are Apple, Meta, and Nvidia for the shorts for the megatech. Shorts for the megatech. Where's Netflix? Ooh, I mean, that could be a good short setup coming up, but very pricey of a position. Any IPOs? Good question. I forgot about that. IPO, yes. WRD didn't actually IPO on the 16th of August, so it's got postponed. We don't know to what date, but we do think that it will be sometime next week. So I'm gonna have to add it to my watch list. Insert below, insert above, WRD. Thank you. So I'm not sure when it's gonna IPO, but sometime next week. Looks like we got some other names over here, but not really anything of too big. These are just SPAC names, so reverse SPAC merger names. So we don't care about that. WRD, Jason Allen from stonks.com mentioned that WRD was basically Waymo. So I'm looking to see if WRD is going to you know, have a bullish sentiment. However, we did do the stocking on this company, and we did see that they are losing money year to year. Not good. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. WRD, thank you for mentioning, John. Almost forgot about WRD there. Let's look at IWM real quick. IWM, I mean, it could have some sell-off over here, but if I'm looking to short ETFs, it's going to be S&P 500, and it's going to be the QQQ. So I'm just going to put some levels over here for the SPY, 555 for the SPY, and for the Q, 476, if I remember correctly. Should be 476. Yeah, 476 to 47. I'll just put in 476.50. as a level to watch on the QQQ. All right. TQQ might as well. I think I have to borrow shares to short TQQ, honestly. So I'll just go long SQs if that's the case. But ladies and gentlemen, that's basically the watch list for tomorrow. I'll bring it onto this screen. These two names we'll have to focus on when they report earnings in the pre-market. Palantir, obviously pretty important to me. See if we can find some selling off of resistance. Looking to see if stock can find selling into Friday's high. Look for backside confirmation, ASTS. Look for backside confirmation on Sing, but could take a day or two to set up. GovX, monkeypox catalyst. Day one was Friday. Could have more juice over this week if situation gets crazy. If not, could find top soon. Okay, SE, too far, too quick. Look for selling around 80 or higher to get short. And you, a Starbucks, Baba, JD. Friday's candle looks very bullish. Look to get long on dips if Friday's VWAP holds. Apple looking short mainly. Copy that, paste. No, not brown, orange. That's my main color. That's my main color, mate. Oh, what did I say in that accent? Now I'm gonna be upset because one of my favorite fighters fought in Australia this weekend and he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped and he lost. He did not win his belt back. He looked like he was gonna retire and I was very sad. For any UFC watchers in the chat, any UFC fans over here in the chat, oh, that one hurt. We got 7 viewers over here. Oh, we got 7. Hold up. We got 7. Hold up. That music's actually not that bad. Like, I mean, it's not that loud if I think about it. It's almost perfect. Herbie. This is pretty cool. Just I love these effects, chat. I love these effects. But yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote for tomorrow's watch list. And I went over the econ calendar. Here's the earnings calendar once again for those of you interested. I just wanted to talk about stonks.com again. I would like for you guys to register to stonks.com. And you know, there's amazing, what the hell? There's where's my referral link? Can I get my referral link? Huh? I have to go to Discord now? Why is it bugging out? There's a bug there. I'll report it to the stonks.com team. Or maybe they already saw it on the stream here. Can get referral link if people already signed up using the link. The copy box gets instantly replaced with the list of people that used your link. Should probably have the list of people above the link and never let the above the link. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, there you go. But now that I need to get my link, I have to go to my Discord page, go to affiliate links channel, copy link, and I'll paste it over here in all the streams. Oh, and there he is. Oliver's in the chat already. He is stalking the stream, making sure that the websites are working properly. So this is the bug over here. If you click my referrals, that link copy page kind of disappears, and all I see is the people who kind of referred to me. I don't think that's working as intended, because obviously I should be able to copy the link right down over here, but I'm not able to. But you know, I have the link saved, so that's good. But I'm sure that people who don't have the link saved and they might want to copy that link like that are not able to copy the link right there. So just a little bug, not too big of an issue. Just a little bug. Don't want to make you work too hard. I know you're a hard-working dude over there, Oliver. And look at that, people. This is why I say you guys gotta check out stonks.com. The dev is already looking to fix the problem. So the main reason I want you guys to check out stonks.com is their amazing platform over here where you can listen to earnings calls directly on this website. Not only are you able to see that, hey, when the stock has earnings, all the competitions that they play games on where you can win free money on, but also you could listen to the earnings call directly from this website. You can listen to previous earnings calls from this website, chat. Come on, look at this. Pick a name, Walmart. Earnings call.
Welcome to Walmart's fiscal year 2025 second quarter earnings call. At this time, all participants are in listen-only mode. Question and answer session will follow the formal presentation.
There's a transcript.
If anyone should require operator assistance during the conference, please press *0 on your telephone keypad. Please note,
You get the report on a click.
At this time, we'll now turn the conference over to Steph Wissig, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations. Steph, you may begin.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us and your interest in Walmart. Joining me today from our home office in
shut up.
Denver are Walmart CEO Doug McMillon and CFO John David Rainey.
Earnings call from 2013, chat.
Welcome to the Walmart earnings call for the second quarter of fiscal year 2012.
Shut up. That's crazy. I didn't even know they had that. I knew they had the most recent earnings call, but these earnings calls, like, come on, man. That's, yo, you guys are nasty. You guys are nasty. And honestly, I'm gonna give you guys a heads up for all other platforms that are watching me on Twitch, on YouTube. I'm most likely going to turn my go-to streaming platforms will be x.com and stonks.com, because that's like the finance hubs, right? Those are the finance hubs. If you're watching me on YouTube or if you're watching me on Twitch, Twitch is for gaming and mostly hot tub streams and jerking off at this point. So if you're watching me on those two platforms, I'm gonna slowly start streaming on these two platforms and use YouTube only as a post clips off my stream. Like anytime I do a trade review or anytime we watch like a video, that S&B Capital video together or something, I'm only going to take those clips and then put those on YouTube. I'm going to become a stocks only and x.com only streamer. So if you guys want to watch me, you guys are gonna start making or want to think about start making accounts at stocks.com. And honestly, this website, you're gonna miss out on it if you don't start creating accounts over here. This website is blowing up, ladies and gentlemen. They're becoming bigger and bigger every single day. I've won $2.58 already in a competition, but I'm ready to win more. The next competition they're having over here is Pan W, and I'm going to show you guys. Look at this guy. He won. Okay, so he predicted 59,400. His delta was 2.80, and he won $125 on the Bitcoin prediction. Shout out to this guy. But yeah, I won. Whatever. So I'm gonna make a prediction for Palo Alto Network. I'm gonna make 2 predictions today and 2 predictions tomorrow, because I want to save. How many tickets do I have? 13? Is that how many tickets do I have? Oh, get your referral link. Oh, you can get your referral link like that too. That one works pretty coolly, unless he fixed it already. They have hot tubs on Twitch. Yeah, they do. Twitch is everything but gaming these days. Everything but gaming. All right, so I'm gonna make a prediction, and by making a prediction, I mean I'm stealing the answer from this website. I'm gonna say 364 or 304.21, and I'm gonna put in those exact numbers. Nobody steal my strategy. What was the number? 364.01. And 304.21. Hello? Yeah, 304.21. Okay. Now I still have 12 tickets left. I could still make 12 different entries, but I'm not going to waste it all on one stock, right? So I have 2 bets over here. The earlier you make a bet, the higher chance you have of winning a bigger prize pool of the money, right? And the closer you wait to the time to finish, the less money you kind of make, even though the closer you are to the actual price that the stock ends in. So you kind of have to play the game over here. It's a fun game. Look, you get free opportunity to win money. Why not? This is what they're doing to kind of bring people on and sign people onto their website. Amazing opportunity over here to kind of gamify the stock market without actually putting money to it. So go test your luck. The referral links to sign up are in all the streams at the moment, so please go ahead and click on that and use me as your referral, because then you get 5 extra tickets and I get 5 extra tickets. If you don't use that link, you only have 1 ticket per day, and then those also you can claim. So you can see how on day 2 you get 1 more ticket, day 3 you get 1 more ticket. So every day you sign in, you hit claim and you get all the tickets, and then after day 8 it resets to day 1. So it kind of keeps on going back to back to back over there. Looks like our good friends over at stonks.com already fixed the bug and pushed it. I think he just honestly, I think he's working in what's it called, in production code. He's pulling a, what do you call it? A crowd strike right now. He's pulling a crowd strike. He's coding in production environment. No, fail. Yeah, it did fail. I don't want to say that, but it did fail. You said it at least. I did it. Hey, what the hell? Oh, it's ticket history. I was like, what the fuck is that? All right, and tomorrow I'll make 2 more predictions right before market closes. Once again, I'll just cheat using my good friends over at Options AI. If you have tools like that at your disposal, you can win a lot of money on these games, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead, try your luck, sign up to website stonks.com, absolutely free. Use website link stonks.com/TraderPrad referral link that I posted in all the chats over here. Check out the affiliate sponsors such as Benzinga, Trade Ideas, and TraderSync, the 3 affiliate sponsors that I have. And also I have very good news coming out. I think I'm going to save this news for somewhere in September once things actually get confirmed. But yeah, you guys kind of see the news already. Stonks.com becoming the go-to platform for financial trading, and I'm excited to stream with these guys more and more often. Check them out. Don't miss it out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote for today's stream. I'm gonna watch this video by myself, 30 minutes video, low float squeeze, ASTS review, plus stocks to watch this week. This is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to watch this 30-minute long video. But before we do that, on my own time, how about we play a game or 2 of chess? Ooh, I didn't know you get referral points. That's right. That's right. And you signed up without my referral link, Victoria. So no free tickets for you. This is free, right? Okay, those games look winnable to me. Alright, puzzle time, ladies and gentlemen. Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. Puzzle time. Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. White to move. Feel like I'm being tricked here. Have a great weekend, Prad. I'll be back Monday. Have a great weekend, John. Good luck tomorrow on the market, my friend. What the hell am I supposed to do here, mate? Hint. What the fuck? How? Oh my god, what a puzzle. What a puzzle. White to move. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose so many points for this. Oh, god damn it. Black to move. Okay, got that one. Black to move. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do here, mate? Oh, check. That's right. Okay. Check. Mate. Gotcha. Okay, that one was stupid. White to move. Check. Mate. Done. Okay. Black to move. Gotcha. Okay, today was a little confusing, but how did my rating not go so low? My rating should have gone much lower. Maybe the puzzles were just harder. The puzzles did seem harder though, Chad, did they not? The puzzles seemed a lot harder, but it also seemed like I was able to hold up my weight through those puzzles a little bit. Okay, we haven't played chess in a while, chat. So we might make some bad calls here. As we always do. As we always do. Godzilla is been Tokyo. What does that even mean, Ponzi? Ponzi Fonzie's back in the chat, boys. Holy. Who would have thought this day would come? Hard puzzles, right? Yeah. Gold keeps making new highs. I did see that. I did see that. Gold. Come on. Don't take all day to play. All right, good lad. Good lad. Why don't I just move this up? Oh well. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that one's free. Oh god, here comes the mistakes. What in the world? I feel like I should go here. Make him scared. Then I'm gonna go here though. Should I go here and then here and then here? Or should I just go here and then he's gonna know that I'm gonna try to get here, so he's gonna fucking block that. Maybe I should do this first. I should do that first. Okay, I'll go here, then I'll go here, and then I'll try to go here. I have that. Move this guy here to kind of save this guy maybe. Take his queen. How would I proceed to do that, my friend? Find a way to trap his queen, mate. He's got quite a bit of an exits here. You can even exit here. This game's over. Oh shit. Yeah, this game's over. No rematch. Go to the next game. Come on. I'm gonna win this game. Let me win it. What a jackass, dude. How'd your pieces change to black? Ha 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 ha. Shut up. Look what you just made me dead, you fucking bastard. Will you take some of his pawns? Like what, this one fucking pawn? I got another chance to do that. Oh, I get to kill his queen now? Hold up, I get to take his queen. What the fuck happened there? Alright. Guess we take the pawn here. Finally, says TH. TH has been dying for the pawn to get taken. Check. Oh shit, no, you can't do anything with that. Come on, go there. Okay, that's free. Free. That's free. Brad doesn't need his rooks. Yeah, I know I need to use my rooks, eh? I'll use them. I'll use them. It's use them or lose them, right? Oh, I guess lose them it is. It's use them or lose them, right? Alright, check. Check. This is gonna die. That's fine. I'm just gonna take that. Check. So here kills this. Go up. Take Ooh wee. Ooh wee, macaroni. Check. If I go here, he goes here. I'm gonna need to go for another check here. Check. Check. If I go here, he takes this, and I can't go over one. Check. It'll just be a battle of who can get a queen first. He can get his queen first. He's gonna draw it at this point. Because he's gonna win at this game. Oh, you baited me. I didn't see that one coming. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. God damn it. All right. We had good momentum there, but we threw that one. Threw that one. They're getting so mad at me. This is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. It's okay, chat. It's okay. It's okay. I haven't played this game in a while, okay? I haven't played this in a while. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Soon I'll be 60 old, yo, blah. Come on, buddy. What are you planning to do here? Go down, please. Please go down. Okay, whatever. That works. I take you, you just go over. If I go here, you take me, and then I take you, but then I also have a chance of forking. Alright, that works. Kids are boring me to death. This kid's boring me to death. But boring me to death. Fuck out of my game, kid. Fuck out of my game. I didn't even know that was checkmate, to be honest, but we did it! We won one game, but let's win another one here. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm gonna call it a night after this game. Now we'll do that. Because usually this is what fucks me up. Whenever someone puts this over here, that fucks me up. So I'm gonna see if this fucks him up. Okay. Capture the black squares. Damn it. What did I lose there? Fucking pawn? Fuck. Should have had a night out for that pawn. Alright. This is a weird open. I think I'm losing this one. Yeah, I'm losing this one. Damn it. This was a weird open. I don't know why I chose to do this open. I don't know why I chose to do this open, but I did. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I've been slipped out about my mama. Alright. This game's lost. I lost this one. Allahu Akbar. This one's over. Yeah, this one's over. I'm calling a day on this one. We lost. We won one game. That's all we're getting. Our chess skills are rapidly deteriorating because we're not playing as much chess as we used to. This is not good. This is not good. Need to play more chess in bed. That's the goal. Need to put more chess in bed because that's where I win. That's where I actually gain rank. Oh, I almost forgot to show you guys something. How good is AI getting? Oh my god, it's loud. How good is AI getting? Look at this shit. What the fuck? Dude, AI is getting scary good. Scary good. I mean, I don't see many things that says, I mean, obviously there's a lot of things that says AI, but it got a lot of things right. Like, forget about, you know, how close it got Kamala. Obviously it didn't, or that might even be Michelle Obama, whoever it is, right? Forget, that's actually got to be Kamala. But forget how wrong they got Kamala's face or whatever, but how close they got the facial expressions, the smile, the curvatures and the contours on the faces, and the hair, the walking, the background. Like, that is actually kind of nuts how close that is. And you don't see many issues. Okay, that's an issue over there. That's a very feminine hand for Trump. Oh my god, it's loud. Very feminine hand for Trump over there with the ring and everything. So a couple things obviously stand out right away when you're looking at it. But for an AI, this is probably one of the best things I've seen come out in the AI, you know, comedy world, in the AI realm in general. That's insane. And if we're there now, just wait till the future. Oh my goodness, these are nuts, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, what's going to be even more crazy, it's the market tomorrow and the rest of the week. Yes, the volatility has died down drastically across the board. VIX has gone down very low. So since volatility has gone down, don't expect that big of ranges of moves in the stocks that you're in. But opportunities are there nevertheless because of how violently the market has moved for the last few weeks, and how quick it has regained some of the losses that we've given up. So I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback. We'll see if that pullback's tomorrow or if it's somewhere down the week. And then maybe if it's tomorrow and Tuesday and then Wednesday when FOMC minutes come out, they rally the market right back up. So lots of opportunities coming up throughout the week. I don't think we're going to have to sit on our hands and wait for a compression. I think we're going to have a little bit of a range before the compression kicks in. So let's make some money. These are the opportunities. These are the time. Let's have a banger week, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I'm always back on streaming Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m., where we talk about the stocks that reported earnings and the day-to-day movers. So tune in streams Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then Sunday, where we get ready for basically the whole week, and Monday like we did today at 6 p.m. I'll catch you guys then. Have a great rest of your weekend, whatever's left of it. Few more hours left of Sunday. I want to go take care of my dog for a little bit, make some food, clean the house, do some dishes and so on. This weekend, obviously, UFC had my niece's birthday. We had some fun with that one. Yeah, that was pretty much all my weekend was. Can't wait to talk to you guys all throughout the week. TraderPrad heading out. Good night. Adios. For tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to bring in my big screen over here. Back to another brand new week of After the After Hours with your host, TraderPrad. I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow, as you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.